I guess Sango's gonna be
That
involved
person is
somehow?
one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
I'm doing my best.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look
Oh,
on
they're
his
talking about
face,
the wishing.
it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Look at him stirring up trouble. I just realized I'm the traveller. I'm pretty sure he's
The
walking
Tenryou
faster than
Commission
me.
has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding.
Who's he even talking to?
I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Oh, is it not this? Yeah, no.
The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride.
Okay, he's just hearing the
I have
gossip.
to investigate.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was the one talking earlier.
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryou Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi, not just us either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from beginning to end.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryou Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
He looks like he'd seen a ghost. Now he realizes how serious the situation is.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation.
Aww.
In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
Why are you so confident?
This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
You're really not going to see it through to the end? Because a bit weird.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Let's keep an eye on things until the end.
Paimon too. Well, let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
Paimon 2? That makes literally no sense to what I said. Oh my god. Why? Happy? God, it's gonna be a while. I wish time would pass a lot quicker, especially when you're doing it in bulk.
Mind be purged. World be
Go to
saved.
Rito and check on the situation. Talk to the people of Rito. Okay. Sasano.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Conspiring politicians, that's how. I wouldn't say I really talked to that person per se. But sure.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commission.
Yeah, well, he made that mistake, didn't he?
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Yeah. Maybe he should.
Hello. How may I help?
Why is there such a strong Tenryou Commission presence here?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
People suspect something is wrong.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now,
Three.
the Kanjo Commission
Three
probably
conversations.
knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
That's what we're here to discover.
Let's go and see.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry.
Oh, you don't
we
actually
can
know?
explain everything. So, what happened was...
Hold on, someone might be eavesdropping. You make sure that no one is eavesdropping if we explain
After
the
the
situation.
Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Since we last met, have you made up your mind?
I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
That's exactly what he's worried about.
I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, Now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing.
His douche.
You. Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends?
And who are you to dictate who she chats to?
Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances.
She's not under house arrest, sir.
You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
You're acting far less dignified than we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
You won't even follow Lady Hiragi's orders now.
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Shouldn't you be discussing it with her? Apparently not.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
A while later, Matsuro comes back with his tail between his
legs. We had a
legs.
serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer.
Besides? No, everyone is beside themselves. Besides, God.
I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester.
This situation has the same problem as the last one in... Oh my God, I'm so tired I don't remember. Kogumi's story. Where it's all of a sudden they've been held accountable for their actions and they're suddenly really sorry and they were selfish and they did it for the wrong reasons and please forgive them. No. If you are the kind of person who's doing this, you are firmly entrenched in your opinion that you are right. You want this power. You are greedy. It's what you want. You don't suddenly just go, oh no, I was selfish. My apologies. Like, no. You fight harder for it.
Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance.
Or in his situation here, there's literally nothing else he can do without weakening the why they all start with K? It's not Kujo. Whatever. The clan. He could be more begrudging about this. Instead of being like, oh, begging and remorseful, he could just begrudgingly go with what he needs to do to settle this situation since it is beyond his control. That I would find far more realistic than this patheticness right here. So he's talking to me, I'll have to talk to Kamisato Ayato.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
No. Where is the... Oh, right. I thought, like, the teleportation was up here. No, the bottom of the state's down here. I wonder I have so many issues. I'm like, none of them say teleport.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
Hell no. I will do no such thing. And I really think we're going to go through this whole thing without seeing Ayaka. Which upsets me greatly. I wanted to see the way that the siblings interact.
Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk.
That's his way of getting around small talk.
So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I like the drawl, so please, if you'd be so kind.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of the situation.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her.
Even when she becomes property, sorry for the choice of word, of the Kujo clan?
So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more? On our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding.
But isn't that just going to further weaken their commission? It's already weak at the moment with her father's issues. And then to have done this thing and admit it publicly, it just further weakens their stance in the public's eye. That's not really a good thing.
We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment.
I'm just gonna marry anyway.
If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
But what about the wedding? What about their love?
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course.
Oh, we don't get access to this conversation? Fair enough.
Sir Kamisato,
Oh.
you became a completely different person just now.
Oh, we just need another angle.
It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should, but now I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but
And
to
the Kujo
accept the
clan.
position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from.
Like a family?
Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
As long as you realize it.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled.
I hope Kamaji is accepting.
This puts less pressure on Kamaji and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Bye? She just leaves?
She really has the air of a leader now.
Ayaka, please arrive. Don't let this finish without you guys interacting. She has a lot in common with Kamaji. They are really a good match for each other.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
Yeah, but he's really good at chess, so there's that.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
I did see this. Speaking about your stance, you went in this just to help Chisato, were you?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, Nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of power, mutual strength.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
Dude, I think they owe you massively for what you've done.
Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding. Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
Yeah, that's why he was going himself personally.
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now,
Such a nice man.
She has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next time. Maybe there'll be an Ayaka.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Please do. I only wanted one thing of your storyline and you failed to give it to me. I feel most disappointed.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
I thought he'd appreciate it as well.
Oh, my lord.
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and her companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Keeping each other sharp. I like it. Alrighty, that is complete. Okay, I will admit, totally falling asleep here. So I think I was less chatty through like the last 2/3 of that quest line, which is really sad because it's one I've been looking forward to for a while. But I'm just, it was a very exhausting boxing session this morning. It's just completely and utterly physically drained me, and I'm just so tired. I'm gonna have to go nap. I think it's gotten to that point. But yeah, okay. So one of the things that these stories frequently fail from is that the stories are not about the characters themselves. In this case, I kind of feel that while it wasn't directly relating to Aether and, you know, the Kamisato estate or the Yashiro Commission, like, directly, which would have been better, it did still impact on him as the commissioner. Well, Yashiro Commissioner, because as he says, the stability of Inazuma and the two other commissions greatly impact his position and his job. So it kind of is still strongly related to him. So while it isn't as direct as it could have been, it still revolved around him, and it brought in two characters we already had, rather than bringing in new characters like a lot of these stories seem to do. So overall, my main criticisms for the other stories can't carry through to this one because I think it has checked those boxes at the very least, which I'm happy for. That said, I was really keen to see the interaction between Ayato and Ayaka, so I'm pretty disappointed that we didn't get that. Obviously, we're going to have to get it at some point in time, but I really think that would have been an important way for us to see the two of them, to see how they interact with one another. I feel like we've missed that part of their characters. Which, yeah, as I said, we'll get it at some point, but I just kind of feel like it was something that we needed more upfront, but I guess the writers disagree with me in regards to that. I'm glad that we finally have a continuing storyline. You know, thus far everything's been like new and unrelated to anything else, more or less. Maybe the later Shogun one and the Kokomi one, maybe less so compared to all the beginning ones. But this one directly correlates to a storyline that we've had going since the moment we stepped foot in Inazuma. The love line between Kamaji and Chisato. That's something that we've had going and we've touched upon on multiple occasions in Inazuma. And I'm glad that we finally
the assumption
are seeing...
that every person has somewhere to call home is naive.
I'm glad that we're seeing
I got used to living in the mountains
through
alongside the
a
birds
story
and
rather
beasts
than
a
just
long
ignoring
time
it or not doing anything with it. Or as I said, having these character stories not even relevant or interesting at all. They took a storyline and then have neatly tied it up, and I appreciate that. So overall, I'm gonna have to say that probably is my favorite storyline. Because it kind of did a lot of things. What the hell? Oh, I can't even do this. Are you kidding me? Wait, Shigeru is busy completing that, and Junkichi? Damn writer and publisher. Okay, we're going to have to obviously progress hers. I like how they say you only need to do this and this to get an idea of what's going on before you do the event quest, and then it's like you can't do this because this needs to be completed first. So they should have just said that you needed to do this in order to do this event quest, because now it's so disjointed and I hate it. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that it's all coming together nicely. Finally, it's taken them a very long time to get to this point with their writing, where these story quests are actually good and relevant to the characters in question for the entire story and not just slapped on in the last 5 minutes of it. So I do appreciate that. Legends of the Carson? Okay, so something about the Irodori Festival, whatever that is. I'm sure we've had it before. I don't remember. And actually, no, we haven't, because we haven't been in Inazuma before. So this is the first Inazuman festival. I had not realized. We should make the most of this. Complete the parting-themed poem. Obtain a score of 1500 in Springtide Advent. Show of force. Achieve victory in the versus the mightiest warrior on serious difficult... God. Complete the 4th floral theme. Okay, there is a shit ton of stuff I have to do if I want to get another Xingqiu in 9 days. Yeah, gonna say, it seems a little bit unrealistic, I'm not gonna lie. A little unrealistic, especially since I've got to do this extra quest. Oh, not the whole quest, but this extra bit to get access to this damn quest, so... I will do my best. I mean, I'd like to guarantee that I'll get it done because it's something that I've worked hard on the last 2 weeks to try and get through these story quests to get to this event. But at the same time, I can't guarantee how my days are going to work out and how my time is going to be spent. So I'll do what I can to get through as much as possible. That's all I can promise.